What's going on YouTube? It's your boy living in London back again. You know the deal already, people. If you haven't already, it means the world to your boy. And if you subscribe, comment, like, share. If you do subscribe, hit the notification bell in the top right hand corner, people. So every time I release a video, you get a notification and I get a view. You know the ones there, people. 1 + 1, quick maths. Come on. How's your day? It's Thursday. Well, it's Friday morning because I had a nap earlier about 8 o'clock. And I fell asleep till 12. So it is like Friday morning technically. But it's Thursday, weekend tomorrow and all that. Do you know what I mean? Come on, people, don't party too hard, you little fuckers. Anyway, today's story is, as promised, a bit late. So I had to redo it a couple of times. I'm always fucking incriminating myself about the whole bunch of other shit that I forgot about. Always been active, you know, people. But we ain't trying to go back to jail. We're trying to stay out of that fucking place. You know what I mean? Anyway, so today's video is Max Branning, a.k.a. Danny Simpson from EastEnders. Fucking got your boy nicked, bruv. Imagine that, bruv. Nah, he didn't mean to anyway, so shout out to my guy. Wasn't his fault, it was just what happens. Part of the roads, you know? Let's get into it then, people. Max Branning is the ginger one, innit? I don't really watch EastEnders, so it's just from back in I'm trying to remember. Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, people, so let me give you this story. It's about 2011 or 12, you know? Your boy's like, just come out of jail once again. Fucking all my stories like that, man. And I'm getting my feet back in on the ground, on the roads, you know? I'm staying in Agar Grove with my ex-bird. She was my bird at the time, but now she's my ex. Shout out to you. Shout out. I keep getting bloody that. And bits of tobacco, but I hate that shit. So anyway, just got out of jail. I'm with my chick. Things are going cool. Yeah? I'm going on probation, because when you get out of prison, you have to go probation, just like you'd spend half your time in prison, half your time on road. Shout out to Dolly, you know, she's looking for any of you fuckers out there trying to troll me, trying to leave a negative comment. She is looking for you. Get him, Dolly. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I'm at probation, and I'm going there for months, you know, and things are going well. And then they said to me one day, Mr. Lazar, we got a hostel for you. I'm looking at them like, what do you mean a hostel for me? You know, sometimes probation, they try to get you housing when you get out of prison. But I've been living with my bird. Dolly, down, now. I've been living with my bird for 6 months, yeah? So because of that, I'd had a gaff to live. She didn't ever listen to me. Because of that, I had a gaff to live, do you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what do you mean you got a bow hostel for me? I'm cool. They're like, no, you've got to go there. If you don't go there, breach your conditions and your license and we'll send you back to prison. To bite my tongue, boy. Cause I'm like, these people, man, like, what do you mean? Like, I'm not homeless, I've got a gaff to live, and now you're telling me. I'm like, well, cool, where is it? Because there's a few decent ones in the ends. They're like, it's in South London, Crystal Palace. I'm like, what? Like, you're taking the piss. How the fuck is that meant to help me rehabilitate myself by being in South London in fucking some bow hostel? And let me tell you the rules of this bow hostel. The curfew was you had to be in by 11 o'clock at night. You could only leave earliest 7 o'clock in the morning. They drug tested you, they swabbed your mouth to make sure you haven't been taking no drugs and you're not high in that. But you know your boy, innit? And they had a fire alarm in there so you can smoke in your room. I just put a sock over the fire alarm, bought elastic bands, tucked that around the thing, and I was smoking weed, bruv, all the time. Do you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'd go back and forth from my bird's ass. I'd go to the thingy at night, the hostel at night, and then come back. Cool. So what happened? One day I come back to the hostel now, yeah? I mean, to, my bird's hostel now, yeah? And, like, there's a bag on the floor. I'm like, what's in the bag? She's like, oh, basically, my mate's son was out burgling all night and fucking, he brought the stuff back home. The police raided the house. They didn't find the stuff, but they nicked my man. Boom, boom, boom. So the mum got the stuff out. She didn't want it in the house, so she gave it to my bird to see if I could do anything with it. So I look in the bag, there's bare Apple Mac stuff, phones, laptops and bits and pieces. I'm like, yo, now I'm always shot at these times and I can't be bothered to be dealing with those stolen stuff. So I'm like, alright, cool, just leave it on the side, sort it out later. I'm running around doing my bit, shot in, meeting people, boom, boom, boom. Bro, the phones are rigging. And I'm like, try even sell this stuff or just give it back. I'm like, you know what, maybe I can get a reward for this. Because this wasn't part of my plan, you know what I'm saying? So the phones keep ringing, I answer one of them. I'm like, hello, yeah, I make a little story up. I'm like, yeah, my brother's I found all this stuff in my brother's room, boom, 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 obviously it's stolen. This guy tells me he's Max Branning's brother from EastEnders, boom, boom, boom. can we please have the stuff back? Because it's Max branning stuff. Don't want to involve the police or nothing, just wants the stuff back. I'm like, that sounds right up my street. No problemo. Yeah? So I've got all brand new laptops, fucking phones, everything there, yeah? A few of them, yeah? But I'm running around doing my bits. It's not a priority for me to fucking return my man's bits. Even though he says he's going to give me a little reward for bringing them back and whatever. So I'm running around doing my bits. I'm not very technical savvy. So I don't know that you can track iPhones at these times. This motherfucker's called the police. Now, don't get it twisted, people. He's not a snitch. If your house gets... But if my house gets burgled, I'm calling the police. That's how much it's not a problem, you know? For someone when you're legal, even if whatever, you're always going to call the police if your house gets fucking burgled, innit? Yeah? So, I'm running around doing my bits. This fucker has tracked the phone, yeah, to my gaff, yeah? Or he's told the police anyway, he's called the police and they're trying to track the phone to my gaff. So I'm going back and forth, in and out this house, yeah? And I've got an iPhone myself, a white one, on contract these times, yeah? So, I come out the house to bust a shot, yeah? Shout out to my boy, he knows, my boy was there, like, he was outside the fucking door. I was going to meet him. But I've got a sixth sense about police. I know how they dress, I know their energy, I know everything about them fucking dogs, yeah? So, I'm like, looking at this guy, he's looking at me, we're looking at each other. He's like, excuse me, mate, can I talk to you? I've got bare drugs on me. I'm like, yeah, no. Vroom! Start running, police, stay where you are. But I'm running. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man sort of thing. I'm running. But I'm running through the flats, everything, yeah? I run in, there's a little lamppost. I'll grab the lamppost, like swing round, try and get around the corner faster. Gee, as I do that, my iPhone flies out my pocket, yeah? It's my legit iPhone, G, yeah? I can't go back because the police do like kind of like behind me sort of thing. So I'm running, run off. I get away. The police, all I can hear is, we got your iPhone. I'm like, fuck's sake, man. Anyway, so I run off. I'm shook now because I'll go back to the fucking bow hostel and that. Boom. My fingerprints all over this shit because I touched it. I'm thinking I'm going to go back to jail, but I didn't even do anything. You know how mad life is, people? You know? Like, this was totally nothing to do with me. I get back to a spot. And then boom, all of a sudden I'm running from police within a few hours and it's on top. Anyway, the police see where I came from, go in the address, find drugs, all the laptops and phones and all the other shit. Yeah, my bird gets nicked and what? And I'm like, oh my God, do I go back to the bow hostel now? Because they're going to be looking for me and boom. Gee, I was sat outside that bow hostel with my pal in the car thinking, bruv, do I even go in? But if I don't go in, it's a breach. I'll breach my license because it's part of my license that I go there and I stick to the rules in the hostel. But if I go in there, then the police are going to be looking for me. Bruv, it was so stressed. It was horrible. Must have pushed my hairline. My hairline must have started back there when I was cool. You know what I'm saying? Pushed it all the way back, bruv. It's peak. Shit. But yeah, people, you know? So this is just a story of how fucking... Bruv, your boy was just coming out of jail trying to get his line back up, trying to do bits and pieces. All of a sudden, bruv, there's a bag in my house. It belongs to someone from EastEnders, bruv. I'm trying to give it back. I didn't give it back in the right amount of time, and bruv, fucking madness. And this is what I'm saying in this life, people. It's all madness, bruv. And like your freedom can get taken like that. Like all this kind of stuff. You can have loads of money, but it gets taken away because you don't. What's the word? It comes from like illegitimate ways and you can't prove none of it. That's why, bruv, I do this Bitcoin thing, I do this trading thing, I'm on this positive lifestyle because whatever I get in life, whatever I do in life, I want it to be positive. I don't want to hurt no one, I don't want to take from no one, I just want to help people out in a way, or just leave them alone. Sometimes the best way to help someone is by leaving them alone, you know what I mean? But in this life, sometimes you can't even fucking control your own destiny. And that's the worst thing, when you feel like you're not in control of your own life because you're worried about the old bill, you're worried about someone coming through to rob you, people grassing on you, chicks trying to set you up. Fuck that life, people, you know? But anyway, people, okay. So my next story, I was going to wait till I got to 10,000 subscribers, but I might let the cat out of the bag now, and then when I get to like 7,000, we'll do these kind of stories. Not these kind of stories, but I've got a few of them. Trapping with Charlie Sloth. Now, your boy and Charlie Sloth, before fucking Sloth was famous was like that, people. You know what I'm saying? We were cool, G. His head of security, we was all cool, G. We was all in the streets and that. I keep them boys out of it because I'm just trying to get big and I don't want to feel like them boys like I'm using their name to clout up. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think I've got a big enough following when I'm out in the street. I'm like, people are like, yo, living in London, what's going on, bro? Not a lot of people, but a few people that I don't know and would never interact with apart from this YouTube thing. So I know I'm getting out there and that. So, yeah. And everyone in the streets knows, bare people asking me bits and pieces. So if you want to hear some stories of me and Charlie Sloth, don't worry, Charles, if you see this, none of the grimy ones, or too grimy, some of them are kind of grimy. You know what I mean? But yeah, shout out to the head of security, shout out to all them boys, man. Like, don't get it twisted. Me and Marv, when I was on his podcast, I was like, bruv, is there things, you know, like we spoke about things to say, things not to say, do you know what I'm saying? We don't want to fuck people over and that. But I'll see a documentary a few weeks ago about Charlie Sloth, and he's spitting bare kind of stuff from back in the day. So, like, he's kind of said all this stuff anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just giving my part, get name drop, you know what I mean? Get a bit of clout out here. But yeah, so if you want that, when I get to 7,000 subscribers, I've got about 20 No, because you will want 20. I got a lot of Charlie Sloth stories anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because that was my boy and was in the streets when he acted doing bits. You know what I mean? Anyway, people, it's your boy living in London. Check me out, subscribe, like, share, comment, hit me up on Instagram, living_in_LDN, or just go in the description box and check it out. It will be there, the link. Peace, love, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.